My name is Jo Ellen Litz, and I am a three-term county commissioner in Lebanon County. I have the pleasure of serving with Christian Linebaugh on the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania. I'm currently the second vice president. I was elected as the first vice president, and Christian is right next to me in line. We really try to be very even in what we do at CCAP. There's not a lot of party politics that are played. And likewise, as a commissioner, I've reached out across the aisle for the 11 years that I've been in office to balance the budget on time, every time. I'd also like to let you know that I am a business person. And I know it's going to sound a little odd, but before a lot of women had businesses of this nature, I owned and operated a Lebanon auto body shop for 20 years. I had been working there, and my boss had a heart attack, and he was off for like 2 years. So while he was gone, I did his job and my job, never got one extra cent. And when he came back, his very first job, he says, "I can't handle the customers anymore." He says, "I have to retire." And so all the guys came to me and said, "Jo Ellen, you did such a great job of running the place while he was gone. Won't you please buy it?" I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? So I went home to my husband and I said, "Honey, you know that Remington commercial where the guy says, 'I love the place so much I bought the business'? I said, well, I either have to love it and buy it or look for another job because Kermit's not going to be there anymore." He said, "Well, I have faith in you. If the bank gives you the money, go for it." So I did a business plan and went to Jonestown Bank, and sure enough, they gave me the money. Now that was quite some time ago. After 20 years of running the business, my mother took ill, and she had a terminal cancer, as did my uncle. And my uncle had no children, and my mother's brother. So simultaneously, I was running them to doctors and prescriptions and mowing grass and shoveling snow for several properties. And it became a bit overwhelming, but at the same token, I knew I had to do what I had to do. And during that time, my one employee came to me and said, "Jo Ellen, you are doing such a swell job, I know, but I always wanted my own business, and I see you have to take care of your mother. Won't you let me buy the business and run it?" So I slept on it one night, and I thought, after 20 years, why not? And this was the relief that, you pray, God answers. This was the relief I was looking for. So I sold the auto body shop, the business portion, to my one employee, and he is still running it to this day. It was a great business decision because he then pays me rent. So now I'm a landlord. And the reason I tell you that story is because I've had experience with hiring and firing and advertising, marketing. I've had to pay the workman's comp and the unemployment comp and match the Social Security and provide for the medical insurance. I don't just talk about these things. I understand what you go through when you run a small business. I've been in your shoes. I still am in your shoes. I still own the property and lease it out. I also have some nonprofits there. The Humane Society runs a thrift shop from the office, and from that location, it's a multiple business location, almost like an old-fashioned mini town square or something. But I tell you all these things and let you know that if you elect me as your senator, I can represent small business. I don't want to hide the fact that I'm also the president of the Swatara Watershed Association. And what that means is when I come and look at an issue, I can look at it with a balanced approach. I see both sides, and I try to find the common ground. As a county commissioner, I have been appointed to sit on the State Farmland Preservation Board. I have been appointed to the Low-Level Radioactive Waste Committee, and also the Storage Tank Advisory Committee. All of these things have been part of my background in one way or another. I like to say I'm a jack of all trades and master of none, but whenever I tackle